Hey guys, we're getting ready to start another live session. What I want to share with you tonight is how you look at yourself. You know, how you look at yourself determines your life. Your self-respect and your dignity is seen in the quality of your relationships. Your lovers and the relationships with your family and friends. Dignity and self-respect, not from a prideful standpoint, but from a standpoint of a healthy vision of who you are. If you don't have a healthy vision of who you are, you will have no dignity and respect. And your life's gonna suffer more than it needs to suffer. You know, I talk about that often, that in life, there's suffering. I think anyone who has lived a certain amount of time on this earth, and I think if you look at any philosopher, they will all tell you that a part of life is suffering. And so what you're trying to do is live your best life with less suffering. And if the number one cause of stress is your relationships, because that's what statistics tell us, is that most people during the course of their life, the number one thing that brings them pain are relationships with family and with lovers and with friends. So if that's your biggest hurdle into what's going to make you suffer and what's going to make you happy, it comes down to how do you look at yourself? Okay. How do you look at yourself? The biggest thing people struggle with is self-confidence. You know, some people, they know they're not shit. They do. They don't feel good about themselves. They let people belittle them. You know, and I'm not talking about like causing conflict with people. I've shared that I think one of the best qualities you can have in life is avoiding conflict. But you have to learn, whether it's at your job or in the world, that there's a different protocol depending on the circumstance, because I believe in being diplomatic and not cutting off your nose to spite your face. But you're going to have to learn to set some standard in how people treat you. Okay. That all comes from how do you look at yourself. If you really love someone, but they don't love you back, by you treating them nice and they are basically showing you they don't love you, you have a lack of self-worth. Good to see you, Nathan, Isaac, and Juicy Jeff on a live check-in. Like even Juicy Jeff, I watched Juicy Jeff video. He's a viewer of mine. This guy is amazingly talented, smart, funny. Look, when you're young, even when you know you have gifts, you're insecure. And you border between being too confident and arrogant to being like a little scared butterfly. So life is about finding balance, okay? And that's part of that self-discovery journey, okay, with your mind, body, and your soul. Part of being an adult is you got to go on a journey of self-discovery. No one can go with you. Your parents can't go. Your lover can't go. Your dog can't go with you. You know, like in tribal days and in some third world countries, it's been said like that when you hit an age of puberty as a man, like between 13 to 15, they'll send you out in the woods and make you come back to learn the lesson of survival. Now that's archaic, okay, and that's nasty. I would never recommend anyone do anything like that, because being a tough man does not mean you can survive in a forest. I mean, it's not about that. Whether you're a man or a woman, there's a period in your life where you have to go on a journey of self-discovery. Okay. And John Sullis, he's another great guy. I've worked with John. Stand-up guy. Guy wouldn't hurt a butterfly. Smart guy, too. Knows a lot about automation. Good with Excel spreadsheets. And sometimes it's like, the Lord gives you so much kindness, there's not enough balance of boldness. Like, don't let people walk over you. You're good enough, But like, even when you tell someone they're good enough, that it doesn't matter if they don't feel that way. And that's why, like, you wish you can teach your child that you should get out of this relationship because you could do better, You see their dignity and their self-respect being destroyed. But you really cannot tell your child. Your child has to go on that own journey. And if you see someone, like, I'll say something. If I see someone in the workplace or in public, if I see someone like getting belittled, yeah, I do get involved. But because I don't like that. However, like, I understand, like, you don't want to keep getting in the middle of a domestic dispute, because, you can stop a domestic dispute, but if someone doesn't look at themselves well, they're going to go back to that abuser. I always tell you guys, there's two components of an unhealthy relationship. There's an abuser and there's an enabler. Takes two to tango. Never forget it. A lot of times people come on my live feeds and they start to tell me their story of, what they're struggling with in a relationship. And either from a man's perspective or for a woman's perspective, they try to tell me, like, how the other person ain't shit. And I let them go a little bit, but I remind them, I'm not Judge Judy. Okay? Judge Judy listens to people's bullshit arguments for like an hour. Now, she's a millionaire. She's getting paid to listen to that shit. Now, guys, I'm barely making minimum wage on YouTube. Like, I don't want to hear that shit. Because I know what it is. Like, even, when I see with my mom or different people, and I know the relationships that they have, and I know both sides of the story, I don't even get involved. I don't get involved in that. I say, Sam, work on yourself. And if it's unhealthy for me, as a 40-year-old man, I'm quick to tell people that I'm not going to do this because it's unhealthy for me. And I know immediately, I don't waste years of my life anymore. I know immediately, if someone gets offended by me not wanting to get involved because it's unhealthy for me, then they're not meant to be in my life. They're not. And like I always tell you guys, because I care about how you navigate through this world of suffering. Okay. Because I realize that no matter who you get, whether it's Donald Trump or Joe Biden, these assholes, they're going to make you fucking scramble through the fire of hell all the way till you go home to see the Lord. I know that. But what I tell you to do, okay, is know the protocol to the situation. At your work, you have to be a little bit more political, okay? Obviously, though, too, you never let someone abuse you, okay? But in your personal life, you have a little bit more liberties, okay? Because you can set a higher standard. You're not getting paid in your personal life to deal with shit. I read a quote today. They say, why is divorce so expensive? They said, because it's worth every penny. And that's a horrible thing, divorce. I don't wish it on people. But I wish people had the confidence to walk away from a relationship where they've lost their self-respect and dignity. Have I been in a relationship where I lost my self-respect and dignity? Yeah, I was on the verge of going down that road. Now, but I'm a fair-minded person. There's also been some people who love me so much that I didn't love, I wasn't in love with them like that. And that's why I cut them off quick, because I saw them losing their self-respect and dignity. I've been on both sides of the coin. Okay. And you have too. I was dating this one stripper this time, and she kept telling me, like, how she got this one guy chasing her. And, like, he's ugly. I don't know why he keeps bothering me. And, and I told her, well, you got this other hot guy that you keep bothering him. He don't want to be with you. So you've seen both sides of life. You're going to be chased, and you're going to have people chasing you. You're going to lose your self-respect, and you're going to take away someone else's. But when someone else is not equal as far as like the love or the admiration, you have to cut them off. And you have to get away from something that's making you lose your dignity. Guys, confidence is the most beautiful quality in the world. Now, you have to balance it. You don't want to be Donald Trump arrogant. Okay. You know, look, I think Trump is a disgrace. I don't care. I don't care if he gets reelected or not. I can't agree. I try to let some stuff slide. You know, I just say, well, if this bastard can get us through 8 years, I really don't. Because all politicians are assholes. But the way this guy lives his life, I don't care if he'd make $1 zillion. I mean, I only put so much value on success. I mean, come on, guys. But all right, I'll stay positive. But I remember Stormy Daniels. They said, why'd you have sex with Donald Trump? I mean, we know Donald Trump is wealthy. They go, well, he was really confident. His confidence was a turn on. Same thing with Bill Clinton. Okay. People dig confidence. You need your confidence. You know, you can always tell. You can always tell how someone feels about themselves. I've had moments in my life where I've been unconfident and, you know, you fumble through a meeting or you fumble through a conversation and say, man, I sound like a stupid as hell in that one. And that's okay. But I want to tell you this right now. If you have a conversation, you don't feel good about yourself, build yourself right back up. You know, we had some guy come in here a couple months ago. He said, Sam, I lost $5,000. I feel like an idiot. I said, man, do you know some billionaires have lost billions? You know, like I tell you guys, Donald Trump on his watch. Guys, we lost trillions of dollars. More people died in the past month than the entire Vietnam because he took a risk to let the virus go. Okay, to not to shut down the economy too early. He failed a little bit. Period. That wasn't an easy call. I can't say I would have known it either. But guys, what I'm trying to tell you is you may fuck up at work. You may fuck up on a stock. You may fuck up in your marriage. But guys, the most successful people fuck up just as much. But they got the boldness to keep going. Okay. I want you to be bold, not an asshole. It's a tough balance. But I don't want you to lose your dignity and self-respect for a relationship. Whether it's your spouse, your parents, a friend, or even a coworker. Now, again, with the work situation, I want you to be diplomatic. Okay, because, you know, you have to really think about you're a paid professional. Okay. You're a paid, like sometimes, like, you know, different companies I've worked for, they've said, like, I treat everyone like we're family. Well, I often say, well, you're better off to treat your coworkers like a team, okay? Because even if there's certain people in my family I don't fuck with. But a team is a bunch of paid professionals that even if you don't like each other, you're paid to play the game. It's a game. And as long as there's not abuse, you play the game. Like Mr. Wonderful, the guy from Shark Tank. Okay. His first job, his only job he's had, he was working at an ice cream shop. And they said, can you clean the gum off the floor? He said, oh, that's not my job. I'm not going to clean the gum off the floor. And he was fired. So here he is, this great capitalist. He didn't want to do his job. So his mom had to socialize him on a $10,000 loan so he could start his business. Guys, look. I mean, for me, unless you're asked to do something unsafe or unethical, I mean, you do what you got to do. Okay? You do what you got to do. But like I say, in your personal life, if your spouse tells you to go clean the gum, you know, off the toilet, what? You're not called to be a home maintenance repairman. You're not called to be a cleaner. A spouse is not a mechanic. A spouse is not a massage therapist. Never date someone who says, I look at you like a therapist. Because if they look at you like a therapist, there's going to be a conflict of interest. Okay. Because a therapist is there to give unbiased evaluation of someone's well-being. If you're fucking the person you're giving therapy to, guys, you're biased. Okay. That's how a couple chicks try to tell me. Like, I look at you like my therapist. I said, well, you better stop that shit. Okay. Because I'm not your therapist. Okay. Never fall for that one, guys. Never fall for that. Never let someone make you Judge Judy. That's not your job. That's your dignity and your self-respect. Okay? Guys, do you want to be a therapist or do you want to have dignity and self-respect? Now, if you're a therapist, then you're in a professional setting. At your home, you're not a therapist. You're a human. Okay? And you're not a fucking mechanic. Not an auto mechanic. Not a plumber. You're not an electrician. You're at home. Okay? And same thing. You're not a cleaner. You're not a massage person. You're not a hair. Guys. What are we talking about? We're talking about the different arenas in your life that you have to start to set some standard. Now, I'm trying to tell you right now, remember that I am a single guy with no kids, really no family for much. I live in my car. Okay. So why am I telling you that? Well, one is, now, remember, I'm willing to walk alone. All right. So, you can't start setting standards. Okay. You can't start setting standards and think that everyone's going to be okay with them. I guarantee you, as soon as you start speaking up for yourself, I guarantee you some people ain't going to deal with that shit. And you know what I say? Bye, motherfucker. Bye. One less person I got to deal with. And I'm happy about it. I am. At this point in my life, I actually get happy when I say, one less person I got to fuck with. Now, see, that sounds good. But a lot of people, that's not good for them. They don't like to be alone. They don't like to be alone. Being alone is hard for some people. I don't judge that. But that's maybe what it takes you got to go on your self-discovery journey. Your kids can't give you a self-discovery journey. I had a dog. A dog can help with a level of emotional support. But guys, do you know how many psychopaths I know with emotional support dogs? Guys, as soon as I see something now, like going to the store with a service dog vest on the thing, I say, oh, here comes this crazy son of a bitch. Because guys, they're just giving out those service dog jackets. You don't even really have to get vetted. There's no even certification process. A lot of psychopaths got those service dogs. Now, I'd rather them have a service dog than a semi-automatic. That's true. Okay. And I love dogs. Okay. But I tell you, never date a guy just because he loves dogs, because even Hitler loved his dog. Okay. Never date a girl, okay, just because she takes care of you when you're sick, okay? Because she just may like to be sweet. Never stay in a relationship if you're losing your dignity and your self-respect. I knew a guy that this girl he liked, she was a hot girl too. Even in her early 50s, she still held her looks together. Asian chick. She held it together, man. She looked good. And I know this guy, he really liked her, man. And she didn't like him. She loved him as a friend, but not as a lover. Big difference. Okay? Big difference. And it'll cause you to lose all your dignity and self-respect. If you don't know the difference between a lover and a friend, it's the difference between self-respect and basically being an emotional tampon. Don't lose your dignity, guys, trying to get out of the friend zone. Don't do it. Mr. Smith, $2 super chat. I save 15% or more by switching to single. Well, hey, man, I think you can add a 0 to that. I think you can say 150%. That's what I think. And again, I don't want to start to get too down relationships. This is also about your relationships with your parents, your relationships. Period. Every relationship has a price. And some of them cost you your dignity and your self-respect. Don't get too prideful, because every relationship you sever has a price. You're going to cut off your parents, there goes an inheritance. You're going to cut off some guy that's sweating you, but he could fix the hell out of some plumbing. There goes your free plumbing work. You're going to cut out some chick that emotionally abuse you, but once in a while I get a hand job. There goes your once a month hand job. Every severed relationship has a price. However, what price do you put on your dignity and self-respect? That's the message tonight. I hope it helped you. If it did, click that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. I'll read all live comments. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Hot today, man. It was 75 degrees Fahrenheit in Jersey today. Very hot, man. Very nice, too. I got that sun. Let's go top of live comments. I appreciate you guys leaving. Nathan, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Isaac, too. Good to see you. I saw you first. Juicy Jeff said, hit that thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that, Juicy Jeff. I appreciate all the hard work you do out there, all the great content you're putting out in the world. Love to you, brother. Doing a hell of a job, too, at Jersey Mike's, man. You got that thing down packed, man. Let's continue to read. Juicy Jeff, thanks, man. You know I got love for you. Keeping up with Bree. Hey, Bree, how are you? How's everything in your world, Bree? God bless you. It's great to see you. Nathan, Jeff, I was on your stream this morning. Juicy Jeff tearing it down, man. John, I love you, brother. I think a lot of you, John. I know you're going through a tough period, but I see a smart man and a loving man. You know, John, when no one's listening, he talks well about his coworkers. When no one's watching, he treats people right. Is he perfect? None of us are perfect. Okay, never put anyone on a pedestal. If you want to destroy your happiness in this world, it's going to come from you putting someone else on a pedestal. Don't put anyone on a pedestal, including me. I'm human. But what I want to tell you is there's some good and decent people out there, and I appreciate you, John, because I see how you act when others aren't watching. You're trying your best, okay? And you're going to have some times that you fail, you know. Where you do, maybe you feel like you didn't treat someone right or do something right. You know, look, guys, I mean, we could beat ourselves up till the cow comes home. You know, that's not what life's about either. Okay? You know, like you could pick yourself apart on, Juicy Jeff could look at his old videos and pick himself apart. But I like what Juicy Jeff said today. You know, I'm letting my old videos rock because they were part of my life. Some good, some bad parts, and all above. Mr. Smith, true love allows the other person freedom. I agree with that. And I haven't met one relationship yet that is absolute freedom other than being single. That's truth. Because once emotions take over, freedom is a fairy tale. That's what I've learned. I think that once you get into a relationship, you sacrifice a level of independence. Independence means freedom. However, some people can't handle being alone. That's too mentally painful for them. So everyone has to find their balance. But thank you, Mr. Smith, for the kindness. And God bless you, brother. I appreciate your support. Juicy Jeff. Thanks, Nathan. Juicy. I'm on that journey right now. It's wild. I see you, man. I see you growing. I see you just doing you. I'm glad I don't see other people in your videos. I'm glad that, you know, you're not bringing people you like, people you don't. Just do you for a while. Okay? Go on that journey. And keep your commitments low. Keep your obligations low. You can always add. Someone once asked me on one of my downsizing videos, they said, Sam, should I throw this out? Should I keep? I said, when in doubt, throw it out. You can always add to your life. It's very hard to subtract. You know, I remember when I was helping my mom clean her house, she was trying to sell the house we grew up in. Mr. Smith, you can't love and own a person at the same time. No, you can't. But I don't think you can be in a relationship without that emotional entanglement. You know, it's like the same thing. I don't think you can own a property without being financially entangled. Now, you can be in a relationship that's equally yoked. It'll be less of a burden. And you can buy a house below your means. It'll be less of a burden. But it will always come with some burden. Everything has a give and a take. That's true. Thank you, brother. I remember helping my mom clean out the house we grew up in. She was getting ready to sell. And she had a bunch of stuff in the house that was meaningless stuff. I mean, old stuff, broken stuff, just like hoarding stuff that she never used for months or years, and it was just wasteful. But she couldn't mentally subtract it from her life. How do you identify someone with deep psychological issues? They have a storage unit. Okay. Unless you're in the process of moving, you should never have a storage unit. Or unless you have a business. That's what, in my opinion. A storage unit is a graveyard where you put stuff you don't use. Now you say to yourself, well, Sam, how can that be? America, storage units are $1 billion business. Storage units are a place where you put stuff that you don't use and you pay someone else to keep them. Some people pay for heating and air conditioning for their stuff that they don't use. You say, Sam, how can that be true? Because we got a lot of people in America with psychological issues. A lot, including the president, including Alex Jones. Storage units, man, they're a sign of the times. Some people spent their stimulus money on their storage unit. The psychological evaluation of a storage unit is very interesting to me. It's how someone looks at their life. Have you let go of the past and freed yourself of the burdens? You say, Sam, I'm trying to find my self-respect and dignity. Where is it? Well, I could tell you where. It's not in your storage unit. Your storage unit is a museum of the past. It's a clinging to something you think one day you may use. See, I think many people don't know what their future holds. So it's almost better to hold on to the past than to let go of the past. And this is where you start to let go of your dignity and self-respect. This is where you stay in a relationship too long. This is where you renew the storage unit for another 12 months. You lost your self-respect in the storage unit. That's what I think. And I remember telling my mom, I said, Mom, what? She almost went totally mentally insane when I was trying to help her throw stuff out. I mean, it's I never saw her react like that. And I had to back up because I didn't realize at that young age how tough it is for people to let go of things. Guys, it was wild, man. It was one of those times in my life where a light bulb came on. I didn't understand it at the time. I didn't understand it until I had to go through it myself. When I sold my house and I started throwing away some stuff that I didn't use, and I was thinking about, the initial downsizing is easy. Because the initial downsizing is stuff that you've been meaning to clean out, but you've been a little lazy. But then you get to the new clothes or the things you've just had from a while that you move from one closet to another closet. And then you throw it out and then you pick it back out of the trash. I'm not ready to part with that. I may need that. For 3 years, I've lived out of one bag. I can't really say that there's that much stuff that I needed. Even my mom, she's living in a small, probably 300 square foot apartment. She's got too much stuff. You wear about 2-3 outfits. During the quarantine, most people wearing the same outfit for a month. There's a lot of stuff people have in their life that just has no meaning and no purpose. How do you lose your dignity and self-respect? Anything in your life that doesn't have a meaning and a purpose takes away some of your dignity and self-respect. Meaningless relationships. Meaningless projects. Wasted energy, wasted time, wasted resources. Some people are afraid to walk away from a relationship because I don't want to admit that I wasted 10 years, 20 years. Guys, there's nothing wrong with severing ties or cutting ties. Say, you know what? That was 10 years. That was 20 years. Now it's time for something else. You'll find your dignity and self-respect when you cut off the old baggage. But it's you can't do both. You can't go forward and go backwards. So many people just stand still. But life is really about pushing a little bit. And I don't think you can push yourself without a level of intensity. And that intensity is not apathetic. It's not indecisive. And that confidence, that urgency comes from how you look at yourself. If you don't have confidence in yourself to go forward, there's no intensity. Very low energy. Okay. The intensity in your life comes from your self-confidence. Now, it's hard because you're going to get knocked on your ass. And I've been there. And then you question all of your intelligence, all of your good qualities. Because you say, man, how I fuck up so bad? Because you're going to fuck up. And then you got to pick your ass up and put one foot in front of the other and just keep trying. Very hard. But with good people in your life and good relationships, because the good news is every useless relationship you sever, there's another good one that will pop up that you didn't even know about. But you can't keep bad relationships and good. They're always going to be at war. Okay. Good relationships and bad relationships are always at war. Because it's like, they don't sit well with each other. And you have to decide like what type of relationships are going to win the war of your life. Because you get to decide. You're the dictator of your life. Your life is not a democracy. It's a dictatorship. You're the top dog, top queen, top king. And until you start acting like that, you're going to be like a servant to others. Okay. Now, I know there's a scripture to be like a servant to others. But what I can tell you is if you don't look at yourself well, you ain't going to serve others well. Okay. So remember that. All right, let's continue to read. Juicy Jeff. Good comment. Missed some people. Hold on, I'm just going back. Love you, John. Love you, Juicy Jeff. You're on a journey. Juliana, shout out to Australia. Good to see you, Juliana. How are you? What was the temperature today in Australia? How's your mom doing? I was thinking about your mom. So I went for a walk today with my mom because it was beautiful. Well, I don't want to say beautiful. That's too big of a word. Because there is something different about the culture in New Jersey that just isn't the same as Florida. But it was a nice day in New Jersey today. It was 75 degrees Fahrenheit, very sunny, and I went for a walk with my mom. That was nice. How was your day? Thinking about your mom today. Juicy Jeff, I'm getting more confident, though. I see it. Now, like I say, you're going to get knocked on your ass, and that's going to teach you humility. So don't forget your humility. I was watching one of your old videos where you said that you felt entitled to be a YouTube star. And then you had to humble yourself, and then, it's a balance of confidence and humility. That's true. Juicy Jeff, $1.99 super chat. I love being single. Well, Juicy Jeff, I think when you're on a journey of self-discovery, I think single is the only way to be. I don't think you can go on your own journey and be in a relationship. I don't. And that's why I think when you go through a breakup, never get back into another relationship. Wait 6 to 12 months. I've been telling myself that with debt. When you get into debt, don't go right back into debt. At least spend some time being debt-free. If you get out of a marriage, don't go getting right back into a relationship till you give yourself some time to go on that self-discovery journey. Because that's how you build a healthy foundation in your life. So Juicy Jeff and Mr. Smith, thank you for the tips, brother. And forgive me because I lost my Wi-Fi on my phone, on my laptop, so I'm seeing the little super chats a little bit late. But thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Let's go back to the comments. Love to you, brother. Juicy Jeff. They say Donald Trump eats McDonald's every day. I'm skeptical he's a paid actor. It's possible. He may be a paid actor. Disaster. Josh, you're right, Nomad. You got to build yourself back up. While trading stocks, I lost 1K in 24 hours. Was sad, but I got over it. Yeah, don't sweat it. I've lost more than that, and billionaires lost more than that. When you trade stocks, I'm not against it, but at a certain point, you have to realize it's high risk, low reward, and most people lose money. So make sure you have your savings account and make sure you have another way to get money, or else you're going to really position yourself badly and you're going to suffer mentally. Some of the biggest times I've suffered emotionally is because of financial loss through trading stocks or other risky things. So, gambling. I'm not going to tell anyone not what to do with their money. As long as you have your emergency fund and you have other sources of income, if you want to risk some, that's your business. But just remember what it is. It's a little bit of a casino. And even when they don't bail out corporations, they buy junk bonds. That's what the United States government just did. And when you buy junk bonds, you artificially inflate the stock market. and we went trillions of dollars of debt in the country, and they say we don't have money for universal health care or universal basic income. They're frauds. Okay. The government can print money at will based on what they want to support and what they don't. Okay. Money is made up. And you say all other governments do the same thing. Okay. So money is an illusion to structure society and to keep psychopaths from protesting on Capitol Hill with an AK-47. Okay. So all money is a structure for society to reward people to do certain things and to keep a level of structure to avoid anarchy. Good job. So don't worship the dollar. Get that money, but don't worship it. Juicy Jeff. Trading stocks seems scarily similar to gambling. It pretty much is. I'm not going to say it's 100% like gambling, but it's damn sure close. But, it is what it is. Juicy Jeff. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Josh. Juicy. He eats McDonald's, KFC, and Pizza Deli. Yeah, he also repealed Michelle Obama's law that she put in order that at the school, they can't sell fried and fatty foods to a certain percentage. They had to serve the kids more fruits and vegetables. He said that's communism. We want our children to give them the right to choose unhealthy food. And you know who lobbies school systems? The unhealthy food services. Because guys, KFC, Pizza Hut, they're all publicly traded companies. So Donald Trump said Michelle Obama, by trying to institute that schools serve healthier food, was basically destroying our country. Okay. Fuck Donald Trump. Okay. Because bottom line is there's enough evidence to say he's a horrible person, bad leader. And I don't want to be around anyone that kind of co-signs that type of mindset. Not my thing. Josh, also Diet Coke. Well, I have one Diet Coke at least per day. Juicy Jeff. I don't believe it, Josh. Josh, Juicy. It got to the point where I was gambling, so I had to adjust my trading style. You'll figure it out, Josh. I love you, man. Juicy, dang, man, be careful. Play it safe. Josh, Juicy, I swear that's why he eats. Juicy, dude, Donald Trump is a paid actor. He may be, but there's a lot of people, man, that bought tickets to that show. Josh, perhaps. Mr. Smith, thank you again, brother. Yeah, look, there's a reason in the Bible they told people to stay single. And especially during these times, I think divorce rates are going up. And I think they should. Because I think if you learn during the quarantine that the relationship is just too unhealthy for you, the marriage has caused you to lose all your self-respect and dignity, I think you should get a divorce. And I think as soon as the divorce court opens up, as soon as the quarantine opens the state court system back up, I would say get a divorce immediately and never delay it. It's going to be painful, but that's my opinion. Juicy Jeff laughing good. Juicy. That Don. Josh. They dreaded friend zone. Screw it. Just cut them off. I've been down there. I played the friend zone for a little while, and I had some chicks try to be in my friend zone. I cut them out quick. And they said, damn, why you cut me out? Like, I just wanted to be your friend. I said, no, you want to get with me. And I know. And it's not going to be healthy for you to be in my life because you're going to keep thinking that we're going to get together. It's never going to happen. And so I've had my heart broken, and I've broken hearts. What I can tell you is the friend zone is where your dignity and self-respect goes to die. Okay. So if there's anyone in your life, or if you're in anyone's life that you're in a friend zone, your dignity and your self-respect can be found in the storage unit and in the friend zone. That's truth. Josh. Oh, I read it. Isaac, laughing, Mr. Smith. I love it. Big wigs. Donald certainly gets paid and certainly lies through his teeth. Close enough to be a paid actor. Yep, and I'm not delusionary. I think all politicians lie. Period. However, I think there's better and worse. Okay. So, like I said, you give me choice between two bottles of water. I'm not going to not pick either one and go thirsty. Okay. I'm going to vote for the bottle of water for the politician that I get something out of. Okay. Joe Biden said Social Security will start at the age of 60. Okay. So what am I going to do? I'm going to vote for something I'm going to get something out of it. It's going to be a healthy relationship. An unhealthy relationship is a relationship you get nothing out of. I don't care about saluting a flag. Sorry. I don't. Okay. And I don't care about hoarding AK-47s. Don't care about that either. Do I care about being able to retire at the age of 60 with dignity? Yeah, I like that. So guys, do I think Joe Biden's just as bad as Trump? Not with his policy, but as far as a person, yeah, probably close. Mr. Smith, most relationships are based on need, not love. Most of the time, people only love you for what you can do for them, and vice versa. And you only love them for what they can do for you. So guys, we have to be fair in our evaluation. We all disappoint. I've disappointed people. We all disappoint people. Big wigs. Seems to me, Mr. Smith, Juicy thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Nick, beautiful weather today. Yeah. Nice weather in New Jersey, but not the same. If you've never been to Florida, there's a different heat in Florida. Part of that's the humidity. Part of it's the sun being closer to you because you're closer to the equator. And the way the earth tilts. Because, guys, don't worry about your life being like, you know what I mean, a little bit sloppy. Because remember, the earth is on a tilt. Okay. The way the earth tilts, the equator is always closer to the sun for the most part. Okay. So the sun feels different in Florida. Okay. There's different humidity levels and there's different culture. It's different between seeing a palm tree and a pine tree. So while I was thankful for the weather today in New Jersey, I kind of only want to be in New Jersey during the fall season. But with these extreme circumstances, I'll take what I can get. Love to you, Nick. Thank you, brother. Josh, the dating dynamics have too many variables. Well, if you thought day trading was risky, why don't you try dating? You'd be better off day trading and not dating. So much back and forth games. It never stops. And I used to think you can meet someone with no games, but it's, guys, you could, but it's like, you know, you could also put your money in a savings account. A lot of people get bored with that. You're better off just being by yourself. Maybe in the future, I'll put myself back into the dating market. Yeah, good luck with that. You're better off going to the stock market. At least you could ask for a bailout. But for now, I'm opting out. I think that's wise. So much waste of energy. I agree. A relationship is basically like the storage unit of your energy. Josh, what's up, Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith, true love allows other person freedom. Yeah, but it's almost impossible to find. But to each your own. I would say I have met a couple people that say they still love their spouse and they're like best friends. Very rare, but I want to be fair and balanced that I have met a couple people that do say that. So, you know, I can't speak for them. Josh, remember, folks, even Elon Musk can't maintain a long-term relationship. That's right. He's been divorced with kids and dated psychopaths. Great job, Josh. So has J-Lo, Donald Trump, Halle Berry, everyone. So it's true, Mr. Smith. You can't love and own a person at the same time. And I've tried to do both. I've had people that obsessed over me and I've obsessed over some people. I've been through both. Juicy Jeff, you can always add to your life. It's very hard to subtract. Juicy Jeff, get that tattooed on your back. You'll never regret it. Juicy Jeff, hang loose, brother. Love to you, man. Mrs. Smith, I'd rather date women with leopard skin clothing and Hello Kitty panties than date a woman with a storage unit. That's a tough call, man. I got to defer to, I'm going to stay single. Juicy Jeff. Anyone remember this show, Storage Wars? I remember hearing about it, but I don't think I ever watched it. Mr. Smith, Ed Jeff, Juicy Jeff. I don't know. About what, Mr. Smith? West Coast for the win. Yeah, I like the East Coast. I don't like the West Coast of Florida. I haven't been to California, but I saw it like the way Jersey Mike's was going. I don't know, man. It didn't seem like tropical Florida, but I may get to California at one point. I'm not going to go to North California. I got to go South California. Josh, Sam, true, I have a super tiny 5x5 storage unit where I have about 4 boxes with my PS4, clothes, TV stand. Until I get a new place, also use it for my personal gym. But there are people who have issues. Yes, there are exceptions. You know, somebody such as yourself, someone who's in the process of moving, temporary nomading, again, a business owner. There's exceptions to every rule. So again, remember, for the most part, I'm talking about in general circumstance. Juicy Jeff's last one, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, Juicy, I love the Redskins, but we suck. Juicy, I've never seen the Redskins in the playoffs. I remember, who was it in the 80s? They got in the playoffs a few times. I remember in the 80s and early 90s. Mark Ripken. They had the other guy, Williams, quarterback. They had a couple of good years in the late 80s. They used to play the Giants all the time, man, like in the division finals. Isaac. But that's before your time, Juicy Jeff. I'm a little bit older, man. I'm middle-aged. You're still a young dude. Isaac. It's cool you're using it as a gym, Josh. At least you're getting some value from it. That's true. Good job, Isaac. Mr. Smith. Not to sound like a silly men going their own way, but I've noticed women lean more towards hoarding than men. Any idea why? I've heard someone said because on average, women have a nesting quality. And nesting and feeling safe and making an environment that's safe is more of a woman's quality, whether it's because they carry children or they have a maternal instinct, etc. Men are more hunters, women are more gatherers. So maybe that's from human evolution. Maybe it's just something biological in our being. There's exceptions to that rule, but that's what I've heard, Josh. And I think that's kind of true, Josh. Like when I go to my storage unit, I see people visiting their stuff. When I peek inside, they rented a largest size unit and it's filled with every inch. Yeah, it's a disaster. Can't see how you can have that much stuff. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people, like even in their RVs and stuff, and my car is not like, that like nice and fancy and clean, but it's not like packed to the gills like with stuff overflowing. And there's some people, they pack it to the gills. Maybe it's fear of not having what they need. I can understand, fear is a very powerful emotion, man. It's very powerful. Fear, I think, is more powerful than love. I mean, there's some people that say they'd rather, like Michael Jordan said, he'd rather be feared than love, because he was a psychopath that did anything for a championship. So did John Gotti. So did a lot of killers. They basically said they'd rather be feared than love. What would I rather do? I'd rather be left alone. You say, Sam, would you rather be feared than love? I'd rather be left alone. That's how I answer that. Good job. Jaguar, bro, what's up, man? Howdy you? Corn emoji to you, Mr. Smith. Juicy. 2012. Yeah, well, RG3. Yeah, he was all right. Laughing. Josh. Isaac, what's up, Nomad? It works perfectly. Oh, that's good. Mr. Smith. Being a nomad has helped me be able to walk away. If any of you have a problem saying no, just remember your life is your life. You don't owe anyone anything. It's true, man. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Without people doing stuff for me, I probably wouldn't be where I'm at. I mean, people have to hire you. People have to give you a chance. There's going to be time in your life where you're down and out. My mom did things for me. So I'm not a prideful man that everything I did was on my own. And I don't think any man or woman can say everything they did was on their own. People have to give you opportunity in life, and they do. And people help you, and they do. But if they do that and then expect your blind loyalty, they're assholes. And they're destroying your soul, and they're taking your self-respect and dignity as payment. So cut them off. Juicy. I love being single. Damn it, Juicy Jeff. I love you for loving singleness, but just for being yourself. Juicy Jeff, whether you want to smoke weed, not smoke weed, masturbate or not. I love you for just going on your own journey and being a positive person, brother. I appreciate you. And Mr. Smith, I appreciate you also, and I thank you. Backwoods, what's up, man? Shout out to the Northwest. Keep spitting facts, Sam. Thank you. And some of this is my opinion, not fact, but I appreciate that vote of confidence. Hit that thumbs up. I appreciate that, Backwoods. Dylan, you hang in there, man. Keep positive people around you. And remember, when you can't find positive people, go on your self-discovery journey by yourself. And as you eliminate the negative people, you focus on your own self-worth and how you look at yourself, other positive people will be attracted to you. And believe me, there's billions of people in the world, so you'll figure it out, Mr. Smith. Remember, you don't owe your parents, and your kids don't owe you. It's a tough balance. Again, I acknowledge that they've done stuff for me and vice versa, but yeah, there's a certain point there where it does cross that boundary. Josh, funny thing how parents and I didn't get along at all. Then all of a sudden, when I became independent, they respect me and they miss me. Yes, no one's going to respect you if you don't go on your own. Now, if you don't have the physical or mental ability, don't feel ashamed. But if you have the physical and mental ability to go do for yourself and you don't, no one's going to respect you. Even your parents, they're going to love you. Like, guys, if you got a decent parent, they're going to love you even if you were a serial killer. But, under their breath, they're going to say, this fucking lazy bastard or this nasty bitch. They're going to say, I've heard a parent tell me, I don't wish my daughters on anyone. They're nasty. And, I know some people, they know their son is a lazy jerk. So, guys, but they're still going to love you. They're their parents. They feel obligated. But they don't respect you. But it doesn't matter about them respecting you. It just matters about, do you want to suffer through life more? Now, some people do want to suffer through life. And those people who want to suffer, they want company. Misery loves company. That's why they don't mind living with their parents. Because they blame their parents blame them, and they go back and forth. There was a great movie called Failure to Launch. It was with the girl Jessica Parker from Sex and the City. I want you to watch the movie Failure to Launch. It basically gave the premise that you're going to need to get into a relationship to give you enough confidence to go live on your own. That relationship is not going to work out, but don't get bitter. That relationship pushed you out of the house, and that's the blessing you take from it. All right, guys, stand by. I got to try to put my... All right, I'm back. I had to tap my Wi-Fi. I had to tether my phone. Remember, if you have a modern smartphone, remember you could tether your phone because the Wi-Fi in this parking lot died. I got to tap off my phone. Praise the Lord. Click that thumbs up, guys. Leave a comment. I'll read it. Whatever you want to talk about. Living simple, divorce, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, coronavirus, herpes, syphilis. What do you want to talk about? Oh, yeah. It feels better to see Wi-Fi. I got my thing back up on my laptop. Damn it. I like Juicy Jeff. I love you, man. I love you too, everyone out there, Mr. Smith and everyone out there. My man Ice Tease is in the building. Yeah, guys, we may go 5 hours tonight. Maybe 5 more minutes. We'll see. Hey, Juicy Jeff, I ain't got a water bottle. I can't, moist the bread. Juicy Jeff over there making bread and shit. All right, let's go back to live comments. Where was I at? Quas Boys in the building. Illinois. Just took a walk. Helped me feel better. Move forward step at a time. Guys, the best advice I can give you is if you have the physical ability, go for daily walks. Try to walk at least 10,000 steps. That's 5 miles per day. Walk in the morning, the afternoon, and in the evening. Why? Because that will improve your mental health and how you look at yourself. Play your music. I've been listening to the new Drake album, and I've been feeling good. Okay. And I remember I got out of one breakup. It was devastating, but it wasn't her fault. It was my fault too. So guys, I will never be friends with a man that doesn't take accountability for getting in a relationship with, or vice versa. Guys, we know who we're getting involved with. But I remember going through this breakup, and I was devastated, but I knew it was over. And I knew I had to cut all ties, and I did. I don't play that game like we're going to be friends. No, I got to cut all ties. So every night, I would go for a walk. I would put my earbuds in, and I would cry for like 2 hours for about 6 months. Okay. Why? Because I was on a journey to regain my dignity and self-respect. I can tell you right now, after that breakup, I felt like I lost my dignity and my self-respect. My mojo was gone. I was crushed. You say, Sam, you're this sexy... I'm a sex symbol on YouTube right now. I got all the ugly psychopaths throwing their panties at me online. You say, Sam, there's no way you lost your dignity and self-respect. Yeah, even me. It's shocking. I know. Go figure, guys. Go figure. What does that say? Guys, you thought there's some ugly people in the real world? Wait till you go on YouTube, man. What a bunch of psycho. Not you guys, but other people. It's a disaster. Let's be honest. Guys, sometimes, I don't know, man. Be careful if you want to be a YouTuber. It's a whole nother world out there, man. Josh, no, man, you should give that dating advice to Nikki Bella. I'm going to talk on that right now. Jumping back into another relationship. Did you see the last episode where she belittled her new fiance? Basically gave him a vision board. Said she wanted to light a fire under his ass because he was a lazy-ass, unemployed guy. They're going to end in a divorce, and so is her sister. Okay. However, never date a guy that has a skull and crossbone tattoo on his forearm. Artemon's just as bad. So, guys, I think Nikki Bella and Brie Bella, I think they're both dangerous women. I would never date either one. Okay. And I think, I feel a little bit bad for Brie's husband. Okay. Because Brie's husband, they act like they were going to live in a Prius, live in a small little cottage. But she turned on him. Now she wants to get breast implants. She wants to be an entrepreneur. And I remember the episode where Brie's husband was like, why are you looking to get breast implants? I don't care if your breasts are saggy. I love you for you. And she was basically trying to tell him, look, when I divorce you 10 years from now, I want to still be hot enough to get another sucker. And that guy, Brian, he's falling for it. And he ended up, but it's his fault. So initially, I wasn't gonna blame Brian for marrying Brie because she trapped him. But then he had a second kid. She told him basically through her breast implant job that she wants to get, and through she verbally told him, I don't want to have a second kid. And he cried like a baby. He still had a second kid. He didn't get a vasectomy. So guys, when his His self-respect and dignity is gone. You see him on the episodes. He's got no self-respect and dignity. Okay. And he did it to himself. Okay. And I did it to myself. Okay. And bottom line is, guys, it's going to end in a disaster. That's true. Mr. Smith, Josh, I agree with you. We didn't ask our parents to have us. That's true. My mom's been, look, my parents did the best they could. I don't blame my parents anymore. I put boundaries up, and my mom, we can respect each other, and we're able to have that. But my father was on another mission, and so I had to cut him off. Big wigs. Of course, Mr. Smith, parents impose life on their children, so I don't. I saw some young guy who he left a comment on a video I did a while back. It says, why have kids? And he goes, well, I want to have kids because I want a child to carry on my last name. That's pride and ego. If you're having a child to carry on your name, that is the most prideful, disgraceful, selfish decision, okay? And guys, I would totally say your life's going to end in a disaster. Juicy. Mr. Smith, Juicy, are you still doing NoFap? Hell no. Juicy Jeff's masturbating at least once per day and smoking like one blunt per day. Now, but tomorrow he may decide to do NoFap again and may decide to stop smoking weed. But wouldn't Juicy Jeff learn, just like I learned, there may be a time you get heavy in the church, maybe a time you not. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to change your mind. Dignity and self-respect means that you are humble enough to say, look, I want to change my mind. You're bold and confident enough to say, look, yeah, I know I got a video with 500,000 views that says don't masturbate because it changed my life for the better. But guess what I'm doing now? I'm masturbating. Okay. Why? Because I changed my mind. Okay. So guys, I always tell you guys, like if I make a video, okay, and I tell you like all of a sudden I'm going to buy Mar-a-Lago and I'm going to live in a mansion with 5 Latino MILFs. I'm going to marry each one and have 20 children. You say, Sam, hold on. I got a vasectomy because of you. I divorced my wife because of you. I want to get with you. I'm going to tell you, too late. Why? I changed my mind. Okay. So guys, it's your life. Okay. I want you to be confident enough that as long as you're not hurting someone, as long as you're not, being, a terrorist, do whatever you need to do for you. Okay. And even if you got to hurt someone to break up with them, if you don't love them anymore, break up with them. Okay. Because you're taking away their dignity and self-respect. Did you see the episode of the Bella twins? Brian, who's married to Bree, he's got no dignity and self-respect. None. Like you thought he lost his dignity and self-respect when he would do like this thing. Guys, wait till you see him go through the second kid. It's over. It's over. So let's take hydration break, guys. Juicy Jeff, you got to get on your monetization game, man. Let's continue. Bigwigs. Feel they are owed anything. Bigwigs. Yet I am on good terms with my parents and plan to assist them in old age. God bless you. Josh. Mr. Smith laughing. I just noticed that 15% single comment. He came in hot with that one. Thank you, Mr. Smith, again for your love. Quaz boy, what's up, brother? How are you, Sam? I'm doing the best I can. It was hot. I was sweating today. It's good. I haven't sweated in a while. And it was sunny, and I spent some time with my mom. We went for a nice walk. I'm thankful for that. Overall, it was a good day. Was it an Ice Cube good day? It wasn't an Ice Cube good day, but it wasn't a horrible day. So I'll take the go to bed. And then he goes, I was forced to quit my job on the first day because my mom wants me to be safe from disease. I'm ready to move out, and I'm broke. Any advice? Go get your job back. Because if you ain't got money, there ain't no advice I can give you. But I gotta be honest with you, Quaz boy. I don't think you're ready to live on your own, man. I don't. I love you, and I don't want to be disrespectful to you. But I mean, look, look, you got a cartoon as an avatar. Okay. Now I don't want to hurt your feelings, man. But you're not ready to move out on your own, man. This world eats you alive, man. I'm trying to tell you right now, this world eats you alive. So I know you want to be independent, but if I'm really your friend, I gotta be honest with you. I think you can do it, but you're not ready. Okay, you're not ready yet, Quaz boy. So you have to work the same job for at least 12 months before you're ready to live out your own. Other than that, as long as your mom is not abusing you, just live in your mom's basement. Try to be respectful. Go for walks. and try to get a job door dashing if you can drive. If you can't drive, I wouldn't recommend you live on your own. So I love you, Quaz boy, but I don't want to. I would be wrong. I would be hurting you if I told you go out in this mean world. I would if right now if I put you in an all night gas station by me, this world eat you alive, man. I don't want to do that to you. I'm not your friend, and so I'll support you no matter what you want to do. But I wouldn't recommend anyone move out on their own until they have a job, a consistent job. They have a healthy mind and body, and they're ready to own their life, whether it goes right or wrong. Now, look, I got a couple family members. I mean, living on subsidized housing. So maybe you can get into subsidized housing or something like that. But I'll tell you right now, some of those areas, you ain't going to want to live in those areas, okay? So they ain't going to subsidize your house in Palm Beach. So you take the good to bed. If you got a roommate, Quaz boy, if you get a roommate, you might as well basically say goodbye to your self-respect and dignity, okay? Because I think a roommate, okay, it'll destroy your life. I really do. I really do. So these are my opinions. And Juicy Jeff almost destroyed his life with a bunch of weed head roommates. That's why he made that video, why I quit smoking weed. Juicy Jeff was a broken man, okay? Living with a bunch of scumbags, sharing the same blunt, okay? Masturbating in the same house. Juicy Jeff almost lost his mind. Thank God Juicy Jeff walked away. It was an unhealthy environment, okay? I love you, Quaz boy. I'm not pandering to you. I respect you. I don't think you are incapable of being a good, great person living a great life. But you have to do things in order. And if you can't work, then you're going to have to apply for some government programs that can subsidize you. Because I don't want to see you go out into these streets and, have to see bad stuff. Because look, in most instances, nothing's going to happen to you out here. But the predators prey on the weak. Like, they know, who they can take advantage, and they prey on you. And I don't want you to get preyed because it's a disaster. So I love you, man. Hopefully that helped. Let's take hydration break. Cameron, shout out to Kansas, brother. I appreciate you, Cameron. Never forget that, brother. I love you, Cameron. God bless you. Josh, laughing. Dignity at the storage unit. Yeah, dignity will tear you up, man. The storage units are a disaster. But I understand there's exceptions. Shout out to Milano. I love you, Milano. Shout out to Emilio. Emilio's got that drone. Emilio's got a new drone too, man. You gotta get those stimulus checks popping. Mr. Smith, I have saved so much money and sanity being single. Guys, how do you get rich? Stay single. Okay, period. Josh, I believe it. I definitely believe it. 100 emoji. Juicy. Mr. Smith, are you doing NoFap? Big wigs. Moving out is difficult with little no money. Amen. And without a roommate. Oh, yeah, roommates suck. Big wigs. 100% agree, emoji. I hate to say that. I know Apathy, if you're listening, I know you're looking for a roommate. But like I told you, Apathy, I'd rather you go in forbearance and deal with, especially now where they're not evicting people, and deal with your mortgage lender and get some type of program going rather than you get an unhealthy roommate. Cameron asked, I know he's a patron, I want to read it. He goes, is now a perfect time for a road trip? It's getting to be, but it's a good time because there's still not a lot of people on the road. But I can tell you the last week, as America's starting to reopen, more people are traveling, more people are back on the road, but all the campgrounds aren't opening. So I would say in another month, things are going to be open up more if we don't have a second wave by then. But they don't expect maybe a second wave to the fall. No one really knows. So I would say the only thing about a road trip right now is you have to plan where you're going to stay because all the campgrounds still aren't open and you have no Planet Fitness. So it's not the perfect time for a road trip because you still have no Planet Fitness, only in select states like Tulsa, like Mr. Smith in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And Cameron, you're in Kansas. Now I know there's you don't if you take a road trip, you want to go nice spot. And so in Southeast Florida's not open yet. A lot of nice areas aren't open yet. So I would say wait another month. That would be my opinion. Good job. Let's continue. Illinois. Next new Sammy t-shirt, the Friend Zone. Oh, yes. Yes, where your dignity and self-respect goes to die. And I'm going to do a hoodie sweatshirt. The storage unit is also where your self-respect and dignity goes to die. Yes. Good job, Illinois. You're doing a great job. Big weeks. Plenty of pine in Florida. Not in the areas I go, man. Maybe in the middle of the state, but I stay by the coast, man. All palm trees. Lila, a.k.a. Zach. New husband, new date site. Oh, man, that sounds like a disaster. So, yeah, guys, I don't care if it's farmers.com, and we subsidize farmers, or if it's christianmingle.com, or if it's, Taliban.com. Guys, I wouldn't date anyone. That's true. And I damn sure don't want a new spouse, Mr. Smith. Juicy Jeff, I quit NoFab because it almost led me to marriage. Yeah, NoFab makes you all backed up. NoFab is basically like having an RV, filling your black water tank all the way to the top, and you say that you refuse to dump your black water tank. What happens? It backs up and totally destroys your RV. Guys, your body is a system. Your body has a respiratory system, a circulatory system, and a productive system. Okay? So I don't recommend that you make babies with your productive system, but I do recommend that you flush your productive system through masturbation. Okay? Very healthy. Okay? Dump your black water tank. Okay? Please. All right? Total disaster. Big wigs. Haha, Mr. Smith. Juicy Jeff. Mr. Smith. No. Josh. Laughing. Mr. Smith. Josh. Juicy, is that true? Laughing. Juicy. What's true? Juicy. Sam. How do you keep your laptop and phone charged? Juicy Jeff. You've come to ask the right nomad. Yeti Goal Zero 150 model. Buy it on Amazon using my link in the video description. It'll be free shipping. The Yeti Goal Zero 150 model. Now you have to charge this once per day, either at Starbucks or at your job. When you're at your job, you charge this up. There's a plug that'll go right to a regular outlet. It'll charge this up, take about 3 hours. This charge will last about 8 hours. You can charge your phone and laptop. It's got USB, etc. This is the smallest model. You can also get a solar charger. You're living in California, Southern Cal, so you could definitely use solar, but solar will take about 8 hours to charge. Goal Zero Yeti 150 model. $200. Free shipping on Amazon. Love to you, brother. Josh, just kidding, Juicy. Was talking about NoFab comment. Juicy's laughing good. Mr. Smith, I'll never do NoFab again. Yeah, it was a time in your life. There was a time where I abstained from things. So there's times in your life where you have to walk away just to rebalance your life. And that's what Juicy Jeff's comment videos were about. It was just like he was in a season of his life where he had to restrain. He was going on like a fast. He had to restrain from things to reset his life, to get refocused. And then, but then you're able to change your mind as your life evolves. Zach, a.k.a. Lila. My birthday 10 days from now. Well, damn it, Lila. You come in here. We're going to sing happy birthday. We're going to give you a bunch of birthday cake emojis. And Juicy Jeff is going to wear a Speedo in his next live feed because he's trying to boost up that subscriber count. Love to you. Mr. Smith, I see the nomadic women with so much belongings in their car that they can't see out the windows. Yep, that's true, but who am I to judge? I wear no underwear, and my car is probably a little bit dirtier than theirs, so I can't judge them. Sonia? Hey, Sonia. I believe we humans can have memory clutter of negative events. I wish we had the ability to dispose negative memories. Any thoughts, Sam? Yes, go for a walk. Sonia, right now, if you care about your mental health, I want you to click the close window button on my video. I want you to put on some sneakers, put on a headset, and get your ass out there and go for a 20-minute walk. If you do that, the bad memories will go away and you'll get inspired. However, if you go back in that refrigerator and you get chocolate and cheese and you scroll through your phone until the cows come home, your mental health is going to be a disaster. That's what I've personally experienced in my own life. When I get down, when I'm sad, depressed, bad memories, not feeling my best, I go for a walk. It's part of my routine. Guys, I took my mom for a walk today, and she said my mental health feels better. I said, Mom, you can't sit in the house all day. I don't care if you need a walker. I don't care if you need I want you to walk. with a cane, with a walker, whatever, just walk. It'll change your life, save your life. I love you, Sonia. Okay. And I think that you're a great woman, smart woman, beautiful woman. And I tell you, even if you went for a walk this afternoon, go for another one. Okay. Because I can tell you this, going for a walk, okay, it's like eating a potato chip. You can't just do it once. You got to keep eating it. Why? Because, guys, it's addictive and it's healthy. Now, potato chip, not healthy, but going for a walk, pretty healthy. I love you, Sonia. Keep it up, Aubrey. I've been living out of my suitcases for 2 years. Bag lady, Erykah Badu playing in the background. Keeping my life simple until I plan to buy a property in my dream state, Boca Raton, Florida. Yeah, I remember you want to go to Boca Raton. What I could tell you is Boca Raton's a little congested, a little bougie, okay? But with tourism taking a hit, you may find a couple cheap properties. There's a couple bad areas in Boca. If you go to Boca Raton, you want to stay east of I-95, east of Route 1, really, east of Route 1. There's some nice areas west, but the closer you are to the ocean, it's a little bit better, in my opinion. But I love you, Bree. What I love about you is that you're willing to take an adventure. You know, it showed like through your skydiving. I would never skydive, but at least it shows me that you're willing to take a chance. Okay. So, take chances in life, take wisdom also. Take a job and take a savings account. So you say, Sam, should you take risks in life? I say, yes. But you should also take your job, your savings account, and only good relationships with you. Because most risks are going to fail. So when things fail, what do you have left? Your job and your savings account. And if you get laid off, what do you have left? Your savings account. And if you're dead broke, what do you have left? Your self-respect and your dignity. But I'll tell you right now, if you don't have your self-respect and dignity, you don't have anything. Okay? Because if Juicy Jeff decides to wear a Speedo tomorrow going live from Jersey Mike's, and he's cutting onions and he's crying, and people are watching his live feed, they're not really paying attention to anything he's got to say. They're looking at his penis. Okay? And they're trying to tell Juicy Jeff, like, yeah, I think you missed some water on your bread. Can you bend over? And Juicy Jeff, he's bending over because he's trying to get some extra views. He lost all self-respect and dignity just for some psychopath on YouTube. Juicy Jeff, remember, for every 1,000 views, they only pay you $1. So, Juicy Jeff, yeah, so you ain't getting paid that much. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell you guys, like, you want me to be Judge Judy. There's some people that come in here and they think like they're going to save money on a divorce lawyer. So they get their spouse and them in a room. They put me on their Roku TV and they want me to render a verdict in their marriage. I said, guys, don't forget, I'm not getting paid like Judge Judy over here, okay? So I can't divide your assets legally over YouTube. I'm for entertainment purposes only, man. Let's take out your... Juicy Jeff, nice bro, Anglers. Ice-T's is south of Baltimore. Got approached by a girl wearing a Harley Quinn. Could not leave quicker. I don't know what that is. I'll have to Google that. What does that mean, Ice-T's? I keep my head down even when I see good-looking chicks. Why? Because like the other day on my walk, I've been seeing this hot girl. Hot, man, with yoga pants. She walking a dog, and she got some young kid in a carriage, and she hot. And she keeps saying hello to me, like, and I'm trying to keep my eye, like, I don't want to get in a conversation with you. Like, I know, like, I'm attractive and you want to get with me. But guys, I'd rather you just, like, keep it moving. I don't want to get in a conversation. I just do like this. Okay? You know? Guys, it's so easy to get in a relationship. Okay? Oh, Harley Quinn is the Joker's girlfriend? Guys, if they got an avatar of the Joker's face, they've got deep psychological issues. Okay? So guys, how do you identify a psychopath? They got a storage unit or they got an avatar picture of the Joker. Because guys, you got to think about it, right? Like when you're creating a profile on YouTube, you can understand if like you just got like a dot with no picture in it. Because you're just like, fuck it, I'm going to create a profile. I ain't going to put no effort into it. I'm just going to lurk. But you got to question the psychological well-being of someone who took the time to save the image of a picture of the Joker, then make it their avatar, then basically tell the world, like, I have the same mindset of the Joker. Guys, that scares me, okay? Now, I as a good viewer in here, she once had the Joker thing, and I told her, just like I told Quas Boy, like, I don't think you're ready to move out on your own. You got a cartoon avatar. Now, however, don't let me be, I'm being a little bit judgy right now. But I'm not trying to be judgmental, but I'm just trying to tell you guys, you get red flags in life. So you say, Sam, I didn't see nothing wrong with that girl telling you hello. I said, guys, didn't you listen to the story? She's got a carriage. She's pushing a kid. She got a dog. So you know she don't live by herself. This girl trying to make, like, she's trying to make an episode of New Jersey Housewives starring Sammy. She wants publicity because she knows I'm a sex symbol on YouTube. She trying to bring up, like, you know, her clout. She clout chasing me. Guys, I can't get involved in that drama. Okay. So, what I can tell you is, you gotta be very careful. Very careful. Let's say that. Juicy, no. Yep. Juicy's laughing good. Mr. Smith. I'm not talking about moving in. And I don't want to change your life. No, hey, I like that. Isis just got back from a 65-mile bike ride. Damn, your ass hurts, man. See, the bike ride, though, that seat's not comfortable. Across Maryland, damn. Very inspiring. I'm glad, brother. I'm proud of you. I'm tired of it, so I will not have to deal with the drama the night can bring out in people. Isis, brother, you're a survivor, man. Love your mindset. God bless you, brother. Pause in effect. Damn it, I love that. The Isis bicycle, I assume not motorcycle. Pause in effect. Happy Sunday, all. Happy Sunday to you. Juicy Jeff's laughing. Josh. Belittle her new boyfriend, question mark. How didn't see that? I'll check it out. I missed that one. I'm sorry. Isis, what are the odds of another stimulus check? 60 to 70%. At least one more. 60 to 70%. That's what I think. Yep. If you had the Democrats, I think you get the two Democrats, they want you to give you $2,000 a month until the unemployment rate went back down to pre-coronavirus. But we have a lot of psychopaths in here. They voted for Donald Trump. And now, guess what? You're lucky if you get another $1,200. That's truth. Pause and effect. Bicycle. Lila. Hey, Nomad. Dance, workout, and car. Yeah, I hear that. I'm going to masturbate in my car tonight. Josh. The Bellas are dangerous. I agree. They represent the worst aspects of women. Well, I don't want to say the worst. I mean, but it's not a good look. Josh. No disrespect to women either. Love and respect. Juicy Jeff laughing good. Juicy, true. Mr. Smith, Sam has a video titled "Never Let Anyone Over-Inspire You." Yeah, that's like the first one on my Nomad playlist and my life lesson playlist. Thank you, brother. Look, the first person I was watching living in their car on YouTube, all of a sudden they bought an RV and they stopped living in their car. So guys, like, if I inspire you to do something, you have to take accountability. I may change my mind. Just like I was telling you, Juicy Jeff may have inspired you to stop smoking weed, but if he decides to light up the ganja again, you can't blame him. It's your life. You got to take accountability for it. Good job. Josh. Yep. Daniel Bryan. Yeah, that's who it is. And yes. Yeah, he chants. Yes. Yeah, good job, Josh. Mr. Smith. The Bella girls are predatory females. Yep, but the men play the game. So there's accountability on those men, on the men part too. So look, John Cena knew what he was getting involved with. That's why he made that. That's why he made Nikki sign all that paperwork. Artem knew what he was getting involved with because he started flirting with Nikki when she was still engaged. So I'm telling you right now, you're going to keep them how you get them. If you are dating some guy that was engaged or married, your relationship is going to basically destroy your life because you're going to get that karma right back to you. And if you're dating some girl right now that's married, you're going to destroy your life. You both are going to reap what you sow. So what I can tell you is, guys, have I ever got with a married girl? Yeah, but I didn't know she was married. She didn't tell me, okay? And that's truth. And as soon as I found out she was married, like a friend of mine said, Sam, you knew she was married? She goes, Sam, like, I don't want to tell you this because, like, at that time, too, like, I was, like, spiritual. He was like, I know you're going to be upset with me, but that girl's married. I said, well, I'm not mad. He goes, Sam, I thought you'd be upset because I know you don't do that. I said, well, she didn't tell me, so that's on her. Like, if she would have had a ring on and I knew it, then I would have said something. But if she hid the ring and didn't tell me, that's not my fault. She living wild. So, yeah, I'll tell you that. Josh. Cena dodged a bullet by canceling his wedding. Yeah, and I think his new girl from Canada looked good. And his new girl got universal health care. Yeah, she's going to do good. Josh. Also, a woman giving a man a dream board to... Oh, yeah, what a disaster, Josh. I saw it, almost threw up in my mouth, man. Yeah, to get his life together must be... Yeah, he basically lost all... If you don't know what we're talking about, go to the Bella Twins YouTube channel. Yeah, this girl basically dating this guy who's unemployed and trying to, like push him to get a job. Like, let's see what you're passionate about. Guys, what a disaster. Cameron, I love you, brother. Yeah, wait a little bit longer until the campgrounds, but mainly Planet Fitness open up before you take a road trip. Milano, Sammy, single with benefits all the way. Nope, not true. Because I tried that, and it doesn't work out, okay? It's like basically in America, when you get laid off, even though you get a stimulus check, you don't have benefits, okay? And if you think you're going to date someone, have sex with them, and not get emotionally bankrupt, you're kidding yourself. So you may get sex, you may get friendship, but you're also going to lose your self-respect and dignity. So in America, like, you may get laid off, you may get a stimulus check, but you're also going to go bankrupt with no medical insurance. So what I can tell you is friends with benefits is the biggest lie. There was even a whole episode on Seinfeld about that. Juicy Jeff, hang loose emoji. Mr. Smith, Josh, to be fair, if a man's in a relationship with an over-demanding woman, it's their fault. Well, if a man chooses to stay in that relationship, it's his lack of self-confidence. It's his fault. I see this. John Cena got right back into a relationship. Yeah, his new girlfriend almost looks like Nikki. That's true. I see this. He was divorced before Nikki Bella. Yeah, he got taken advantage of there too. But he plays the game. He knows what he needing to do. Juicy, true. Milano, Sam, hey, Juicy Jeff. Y'all see Milano on Juicy Jeff's live feed? Josh, Mr. Smith, people fall for the Bella twins and don't see the red flags. Well, they're hot. Okay. If you're tall with a nice ass, if you're a guy, you're going to date chicks even if you're unemployed. Okay. And if you're a beautiful girl, while you're still beautiful, you're going to basically have your pick of guys. But guess what, guys? Eventually, you get ugly and old. And all you're left with is ugly. All you're left with is other people that got a divorce, and now you're basically both scrapping at the bottom of the barrel. You say, well, I'm not attracted to this guy, but he can fix the shit out of a kitchen sink. And you say to yourself, well, I'm really not attracted to this girl, but this is my only way to get a blowjob. And then you got two people with poor mental health, no self-respect and dignity, and they're dating each other. Juicy Jeff, Milano, you're awesome, man. Juicy Jeff, hydration break. Thank you, brother. Mr. Smith, Josh, once again, to be fair, if a man commits to a woman before he sees the red flag, it's all on him. I'm at that. Come on. Yeah, not yet, brother. Wait until the Planet Fitness is open, brother. Love to you, Cameron. Josh, Mr. Smith, sorry I didn't see your last comment. Yep. It takes two to tangle. Yep, that's right. The man's also a fault. Good job. Wow. Sammy, what do you drink, water? I like that cocoa juice. Well, shout out to my Jordanian viewer, if she still watches in Jupiter, Florida. She gave me a coconut straight off the beautiful palm trees in Palm Beach County. I was drinking coconut juice. Next thing I know, Donald Trump said national emergency. I'm over a fucking all-night gas station, drinking bottled water, man. What a fucking difference a day makes, man. Shit. So, yeah, I'm not too excited these days. Juicy Jeff, a lot of splash emojis. Milano, Sammy, slot parking spaces available? No, not by me, man. I don't tell people where I park because there's a lot of psychopaths want to park next to me. I want to be by myself, man. But yeah, there's always parking spaces. You know, too. Milano, do you ever have people try to park too close to you and Emilio? Milano and his friend Emilio live in their Class B RVs. They got nice RVs down in a public park in Miami. Milano, does anyone ever park too close to you guys? Josh, Mr. Smith, you see the mess Johnny Depp is going with. I don't know, but he basically reminds me of the Joker. I can tell he's got deep psychological... Guys, I'll tell you, here's another red flag. If a girl's favorite movie is Edward Scissorhands, cut her off, okay? Because, guys, Edward Scissorhands is a complete psychopathic, psychological disaster, okay? So what I can tell you is if she likes Edward Scissorhands, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. She's psychologically damaged. That's true. I hate to say it. I hate to say it. Johnny Depp is psychologically damaged. Now, we're all damaged, okay? We're all damaged. I'm not one to judge. I've been broken before. I've lost my self-respect and my dignity. But what I can tell you is, guys, if her favorite movie is The Notebook or Edward Scissorhands, your life is going to end in a disaster. And you're going to come on my live feed when you're 50 years old. Now, by them, hopefully I'm 60 and I got Social Security because we voted for Joe Biden. And Joe Biden said he'll get us Social Security at 60. Donald Trump said he'll bail out corporations again and basically cause another 60,000 Americans to die through a virus. So what I can tell you is this. Okay, never date a girl that loves Edward Scissorhands and the movie Notebook and vote Joe Biden if you want Social Security at 60. Because, guys, I'll be 40. I'll be 40 this year. I'm getting old, man. Okay. So, and there's some guys I know they're going to be 55 this year. They're getting a divorce. They're getting ready to start back at zero. They need that Social Security at 60. They're tired. They've been married for 20 years, breaking their neck. I can't tell you how many sinks they fixed. How many times they worked on the yard. They want to have some dignity and self-respect in their later years. They want Social Security at 60. Working class. Guys, do you know what the corporate tax rate is? Guys, you don't know what the fucking corporate tax rate is. Okay? You don't even know what Donald Trump's tax records are. Why the hell do you care? You should care about Social Security at 60, man. You guys fell for the banana in the tailpipe, man. Worried about low corporate tax rates? Come on, man. Corporations ain't gonna pay no tax rate no matter what it is, because they got the lawyers to weave in and out the system, man. Guys, national debt doesn't matter when you print money. Guys, how many trillions of debt are we in now? 26 trillion? When are we paying that back, guys? Never. When were we paying back the 22 trillion? Never. Guys, if you owe yourself money, do you ever have to pay back? No, because you printed the money. Guys, are you paying attention to the whole economic system of the world? Are you paying attention? Guys, it's all a game, man. Okay? Let's take a hydration break. How are we going to pay back the debt? Come on, man. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Let's continue. Where are we at? Josh, Mr. Smith, you see the... Oh, yeah, I read that. Mr. Smith, if flies, floats, Fs, just rent it. Oh, I like that. Yeah, rent it. Excuse me. Ain't nothing wrong with renting. Nothing wrong with buying if you want, but I hear you. Milano, I like that. Juicy Jeff's laughing good. Mr. Smith, Josh, Johnny Depp fell into the same trap I did. I had my 5'2", 260-pound princess. Damn. Well, I see what I mean. Let's be positive. I ignored all the red flags. Well, when I saw 260, that was a red flag to me, bro. Because I found her to be hot. Damn. It's my fault. Well, hey, man. Well, I don't know. I shouldn't say that. That's not right. Let's stay positive. Juicy Jeff. 350 thumbs up. Thank you. Juicy Jeff. Okay, man. Thank you. Juicy's laughing. Juicy, I need views. Well, don't sell your self-respect and dignity for him. Josh, Mr. Smith, yep. Taking self-ownership is healthy. Definitely the trait of a stable human being. People always ignore the red flags. Can't be a victim. Good job, Josh. Sonia, I had taken a long walk during the afternoon. I'll keep at it. Good job. I love you, Sonia. Juicy Jeff. Guys, did I mention that you should hit that thumbs up? Well, damn it, Jeff. Thank you for thinking about me. Guys, click that thumbs up. Josh, it's been a beautiful day in Chicago. In the last couple of days, as a nomad, it makes you appreciate every moment. The fall and the spring are the best time to be a nomad. And in the winter in Florida. Other than that, you're going to suffer. So enjoy the good days. I agree with that, Mr. Smith. Boca Raton is a bunch of old people. Nah, there's some hot middle-aged people there too, man. Young people. There's some hot girls there. They have a lot of Latino gifts. They got a lot of stuff. Now, Boca's got some game, man. Boca's got some good stuff. Josh. Believe me, some of those gilfs in Boca, you wouldn't be mad at them. I could tell you that. Because Would I ever get with a gilf? You damn right. You damn right. Would I ever marry? I'm marrying on. Juicy Jeff. Guys, say what's up to the chat. Well, I appreciate that. Juicy's laughing good. Juicy's laughing more good, Mr. Smith. Josh, if Boca Raton had an NBA team, it would be called the Boca Raton Hip Replacers. Oh, hey, I hear you, man. Well, Tulsa, well, it was Oklahoma Thunder, man. You know, that's the Oklahoma Thunder, man. That sounds like the 260-pound chick that you found, man. You know, so Thunder thighs, you know, hey, like, don't hate on Boca, man. Boca's got some chicks, man. I love you. Juicy Jeff, I know it's a stifling life on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's a wild journey. If you say, Sam, if I lost my channel now for whatever reason, would I restart it again? No. I wouldn't start from scratch again. I don't think I would. Always leave my room to change my mind. There was one guy I watched on YouTube. He lost his channel. Someone stole it. He clicked on a link in his email. He lost his channel. He restarted. I give him credit. But you sacrifice your privacy. People judge you. You're dealing with psychopaths, butt ugly people, people lurking, and all for entertainment. Now, you can learn a lot if you do it in a healthy way where you go, you share honestly, you kind of go on self-discovery. I enjoy doing it. And some people are artists. Juicy Jeff, you're an artist. You love to, you're really good at editing. Like, I know recently you've just been doing live feeds and stuff, but you're a good editor and you're a good communicator. So you're refining your gifts. You're still a young guy. But, it can hurt you or help you. But there's a lot of hurt in the YouTube world. It's just like there's a lot of hurt in being like an entertainer. Like, you look at Kim Kardashian and you say, wow, she's got it made. But guys, you basically saw her butt naked. That's what made her famous. You saw her giving a blowjob. That's what made her famous. She got robbed at gunpoint in Paris. That was part of being famous. So, she exposes all of our personal life, and you could tell she's a psychopath. But she does it for your sake of entertainment. So, you pay the price to sell ugly chicks overpriced makeup. So you say, Sam, Kylie Jenner was the first female billionaire. Yeah, but Kylie Jenner's she basically lost her dignity and self-respect to do it. She got lip injections. She shared her life publicly. And good thing she did it when she was young and still in shape, because she ain't looking good no more. That's truth. That's how I feel. I shouldn't judge, but but that's how people judge you. People judge me. I can't tell you the comments I get. Like, I don't leave the comments. I had some psychopath last night from Canada. He was trend news, enjoyed a dream life guy. He was some guy. He was always a conservative. I let it slide. He tried to be cool with him initially. And he was just saying a bunch of bullshit. And I looked at his channel. Ross, 999 Super Chat. South Florida has released the quarantine of all the beautiful girls named Ross. So happy to see you doing well. You be safe, hopefully. Yet, my so-called normal hours back. Hugs to an awesome human. Heart emojis out the gazoo. Roz from down in Broward County, but I'm not going to give you her address because she's got a fully licensed firearm. Why? Because she's a police officer, all right? So if you come a knocking, the hammer's a cocking. So what I could tell you is this, Roz. Love and respect to you and all the first responders. I know you're exhausted mentally. Ross, every time you're exhausted mentally, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go for a walk by yourself in the beautiful South Florida, and I want you to log on to your pension credit account. I want you to look at how many pension credits you got, how many you need, and I want you to start to plan your exit strategy as you go for a walk in the beautiful South Florida heat. Okay? I want you to sweat. I want you to sweat. Releases toxins, okay? So I want you to go out there. I don't want you to flirt with people. I don't want you to taser people. I want you to go in a nice quiet park early in the morning or late at night. Safe park. I want you to go take your personal self-care time, okay? How do you find your dignity and self-respect? Through self-care. Anybody with any type of love in their heart, I want you to type in the live chat, self-respect is found through self-care. Now, I know a lot of you psychopaths like, Sam, say that again, I didn't get it. I know. Just put self-respect equals self-care, okay? I know you guys ain't paying attention. You guys listen? Self-respect equals self-care, or self-care equals self-respect. Self-care equals self-respect. I can't tell you to type too much stuff. You guys go crazy. Some of you guys can't even type without emojis. That's all right. Roz, go for a walk and laugh, because this world's a disaster. Juicy Jeff got it. Juicy Jeff got it. Juicy Jeff's going to be wearing a Speedo in tomorrow's live feed. Hey, Roz, if you want to have good Juicy Jeff, subscribe to his channel. He can be wearing a Speedo tomorrow at Jersey. You think you got to... Juicy Jeff got no pension credits. So, Roz, I know, you got a tough job. You're a police officer. But Juicy Jeff's working at Jersey Mike's making subs for big chicks, okay? And he don't get no pension credits. So he's still trying to figure out life. So, Roz, you're doing good for yourself. Don't be upset. All right, let's take out your... It's a disaster. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mr. Smith, Juicy Jeff, and Roz. Thank you. Juicy strippers. Juicy Jeff, when you sign up to be a YouTube creator, you're a virtual stripper. Okay? You're a virtual stripper. And tomorrow you're going to find out because you're going to be wearing a Speedo. Okay? You didn't realize did you ever watch the movie Players Club? I know you're younger than me, so you probably didn't see it. So Players Club, I remember this one stripper, she went by Lisa Ray. You don't realize, you're backstage, they're going to throw you a skimpy outfit. So you think, you're going to come and strip and you ain't got to wear a skimpy outfit. They want, guys, you don't sign up for Hooters and wear a 3-piece suit. Okay? We're strippers, okay? And what I could tell you, guys, in a capitalist society, it's all about the Wu-Tang Clan cream, okay? In a capitalist society, we don't worship the golden rule. We worship gold, okay? So, guys, let me tell you something, okay? All I can tell you is, if you want your views to go up, wear a Speedo. If you want your self-respect, do self-care, okay? Because you know what I tell every nasty person on YouTube that wants me to strip for them? Okay, unwillingly. Sometimes I come in here and I'm juiced up, and maybe I listen to R. Kelly TP2. I want to strip for you, okay? And I got excited, and I came on here, I gave you a little show, okay? But then the next day you expected it. You say, Sam, I don't want to hear about 3 principles of changing my life. I want to see you strip. That's why I come. You're a sex symbol. And you know what I tell you? Go put on your football helmet and ram it against your sheetrock wall, because you're a psychopath, okay? Okay? And I'm not your therapist. I'm a stripper. However, I got some self-respect, okay? And I strip on my terms, damn it, because I own this strip club, okay? I own the strip club. See, that's the difference between me and Lisa Ray from Players Club. Bernie Mac owned the strip club in the Players Club. I own the strip club, guys. This is my house. Okay. So there ain't gonna be no sexual assault in here. No, not gonna happen. Now let's continue. Josh, laughing good. Mr. Smith, Harley Quinn is the Joker's girlfriend. Total disaster. Juicy Jeff, laughing good. Josh, Nomad, Harley Quinn is the Joker's girlfriend, Batman villain. She rocked pigtails with colored hair and was psychiatrist before going crazy. Guys, you already know what it is. Total disaster. KK, laughing good. At storage unit, total disaster. Joker profile, total disaster. Laughing. Definitely not wifey material, guys. You're better to stay single. I'm not hubby material. You say, Sam, you're a kind-hearted guy that has confidence. You're like Donald Trump, but you got the heart of Joe Biden. But guys, okay, and you're even better. You don't have dementia like Joe Biden. I can see myself marrying you. And I have to tell you, look, guys, if I'm not going to marry the hot chick that I see every morning that wants to get with me, and she looks good for just having a kid, I'm trying to tell you. But I'm not going to get with her. I'm not getting with anyone. Why? Why am I not hubby material? So, I am a fair evaluator. I tell you guys, yeah, she's not wifey material. I'm not hubby material. You want to know why? Because, guys, I need to be by myself most of the time for my self-care and my self-respect. If someone is always by me, I start to get annoyed by them. And I don't want to hurt them. I don't want to be mean. And it's just an unhealthy environment. Okay. I can be very loving and compassionate, and I am. Okay. And I love my mother. I love dogs. So you say, Sam, I love you that you love your mother and love dogs. I know. Okay. I know. However, guys, I like to be by myself too. And when you're in a relationship, you don't have the option to be by yourself whenever you want. like right now, if I want to end this live feed and if I want to go down to Florida, like, are you game? You're not going to always be game. Like my mom just texted me. She said, Sam, I thought you were coming back for dinner. Guys, I'm a free bird. Like, I can't be on someone else's shot clock. Okay? That's just how I am. I know that now as a middle-aged man. I didn't know that when I was a young child. I'm not hubby material. I'll destroy your life. Okay? So, I got to be fair. Let's continue. Okay? What's up, man? What's up? Good to see you, Khalid. Okay? My brother, Sam, enjoying Jersey a little more because the weather has gotten better. Yes. Thank you, Kay. Yeah, today was like 75 degrees Fahrenheit, which was nice. It'll be cooler the next couple days, but I'll make the most of it. But I was thankful for the sun today. It felt good to sweat, and love to you, brother. God bless you. Okay? Big red flag was the stroller. Yeah. That was ding, 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 ding. That was the red flag, man. And this one, the other thing I always tell you guys, there's no hot chick I've ever met that doesn't have a man in her life. Tom Hanks, $1.99 super chat. What's up, Sam? Shout out to North Carolina. Whole squad chilling in Boone. It's an orgy fest. Okay? Donald Trump released a quarantine and all the conservative states, including North Carolina, decided to have an orgy. Okay? Everyone in North Carolina took off their face masks. They got off the state capitol with their AK-47s. They went back to the dorm rooms, and it's a complete orgy fest. Okay? What I could tell everyone right now in Boone, North Carolina, okay, that's butt naked, totally violating social distancing, is don't destroy your life. Okay? Go back to your own room. Okay? Masturbate in a sock. Okay? And spend your life single. Okay? Because what I could tell you is, this world's a cruel place, okay? And for me, it better to be about, look, Bland knows. I told Bland straight up, Bland did a video with his girlfriend. I said, Bland, you're going to destroy your relationship. You say, Sam, how can I destroy my relationship? I just did a nice, wholesome video about an energy drink. I said, bro, like he got thumbs down last night because some psychopath trolled his channel. I said, Bland, they'll destroy your mental health. If you think your mental health don't get destroyed this world is a cruel place, okay? And what I could tell you is for me, it's better to be alone. That's true. You say, Sam, what about a service dog? I don't know, man. A service dog in a storage unit may mess up your life too. That's how you got to be very careful. So, just be very careful out there, guys. Keep your social distancing. In my opinion, the only thing that'll save your life is social distancing. Okay? And that applies even when we're not in a pandemic. That's how I feel. Let's continue. Let me just close these things. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Ross. Thank you, Mr. Smith. And thank you, Juicy Jeff. Some reason I lost my Wi-Fi on my computer because I got people texting me. See, that's the thing. People start texting me. Guys, if I don't text you back, don't ask me like, am I okay? Guys, and if you text someone and you don't get a response, don't ask them again, like, why didn't you respond, guys? See, that's how I am. It gets crazy. And that's how people want to know where I'm at all the time. All right, let's continue. Okay, big red flag was destroyed. Yeah. Juicy Jeff laughing. Ice Thesis. Look up Paige. Yeah, she's a disaster too. Yeah, total disaster. I agree with the Ice Thesis. Juicy Jeff, stay positive, brother. I'm doing the best I can. Alana, yes. Alana, I do like that. Juicy Jeff laughing. Juicy Jeff, it's true. Josh. The Notebook, total disaster. Mr. Smith, The Notebook was a horror film. Guys, scarier than Freddy Krueger in my opinion. Josh, Nomad, thoughts on women who enjoy horror movies? Mentally disturbed. Last girl I was talking to loved them. Yeah, she probably loved the tall rides from Great Adventure. She's an adrenaline junkie. Adrenaline is a drug. Okay. So what I could tell you is, guys, in my opinion, she may be a loving person. You should pray for her. But you should not play with her, okay? Because she's going to destroy your life, psychopath style. Oh, guys, like, remember that Chinese guy that had Dang Dang Style? What was that song? Dang Dang Style. Like, you know what I mean? I don't remember that song. But there's a whole nother song that a girl that likes horror movies plays, and you don't want to know that song. Total disaster. Josh, Nomad, thoughts on women? Oh, yeah, I did it. Lala, hey, Nomad, movie Twister. Oh, that's a disaster. Josh, Mr. Smith has a golden comments. Valerie, Only old ladies like The Notebook and Scissorhands. Well, not all. I met a few young chicks that liked it. I don't even watch TV or movies. Well, love to you, Valerie. Good to see you. Shout out to the Northwest. Ice Thesis. Don't let nighttime seduce you into sadness. Damn it, Ice Thesis. Good job. Which can lead people to reach out to psychopaths. Ice Thesis, you're passing with flying colors. Good job. Mr. Smith, love my big woman. I'm not mad at you, man. 300 pounds is my girl. She have to weigh more than 150 and less than 300. I'm not mad at you. Quasboy, I keep hearing gunshots miles away from my neighborhood. Let's hope it's just fireworks. I would say so. Love to you, man. Roz, thank you again for your kindness. Love to you and everyone in South Florida. And Quasboy may be calling 911 soon because this gunshot's popping. So get ready to dispatch. Quas. With all this free, I might as well start a YouTube channel. I've got nothing to lose. Or you got your self-respect, dignity, private. You got your privacy to lose. So I recommend you do it, but I hope you're mentally ready. I hope you're willing to sacrifice your privacy. And I hope you're willing to work for free. You just quit a job. You just quit a job that you got paid. Now you're going to start a job that you're not going to get paid because that's YouTube for at least a year. So that's why I told you should work a job for a year straight and get paid before you move out. So be careful, Quasboy. Juicy Jeff laughing. Thumbs up. Good. Juicy Jeff, let's go, chat. Fire emojis. Thank you. Ross. Oh, my God. Yeah, I told you. Yeah. I understand. I've been mentally exhausted, too. I've been mentally broken. Go for a walk. Play good music. Take time for yourself. Take time for yourself. When you're mentally exhausted, take time for yourself. Good job. Juicy. What a downer. Juicy. Ross, I have car insurance. I swear. Ross, I see. Do people still have sexual comments, or was that in the past? All the time. Sexual, violent, mentally disturbed. Guys, being a YouTuber is like being a therapist. You get to read everyone's mind in society. And what you realize is no wonder Donald Trump got elected. People are disturbed, man. Like, well, at least on YouTube. There's a lot of good people in the world, so I try to be fair. But a lot of people on YouTube, man, they're on a whole nother level, man. A whole nother level. Icethesis, do you still... Oh, yeah, right there. Quas, not all famous people and YouTubers have to change who they are to appeal to the audience. Well, Quas, you haven't done it yet. So when you do it, you tell me about it, okay? So it's like me telling you, like, this is what happens when you get a sex change. And I didn't get a sex change. Guys, I can't give you that type of advice. So, Quas, you've never done YouTube. So until you do it for a sustainable period and you get monetized, then you speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Good job. Ross. Well, my friend Ben, keep in close eye on that money bag and always putting self-care first. Well, damn it. Self-care and money bag equals less suffering. You say, Sam, is there a way to avoid all suffering? Nah, sorry, I don't want to lie to you because I haven't figured it out. I don't think it's possible. But less suffering means better self-care. Good job. Juicy. Yep. Self-respect equals self-care. That is the mathematics of life. Good job, Juicy. Juicy, first to do it. Juicy, you're the only one paying attention. Juicy, everyone else sleeping. Good job, Ross. Yahoo, Juicy Jeff, yeah, he's on point. Juicy Jeff, Ross. Night all, be safe. We love you, Ross. Thank you again. Quas. Self-respect. It's true self-care. Damn it, Ross. Quas, you finished up strong. I thought I lost you for a minute. You came back strong. Good job. Tom, what's up, Sam? Shout out to Boom, man. We're home in an orgy. As soon as you release quarantine, what do people do? What do people do? Do people go get a new job? Do people build a house? No. They go have an orgy in Boone, North Carolina. I'm not mad at that. Bland. Guys, I'm back from Boone. It's an orgy. Bland. Hanging with Tom for a couple days. I'm not mad at you guys. You're on the TV, guys. I'm on Roku giving advice to the world. I'm a superstar. Easy Rider. Sammy. Yeah, it's a strip club. I'm on a big screen TV. I'm stripping. Tom. 199. Yeah, guys, I got a tip. Everyone else is playing the background drinking a Corona. Yeah. Whole squad chilling the moon, damn it. I appreciate you tipping this old stripper. Thank you, man. Bland. Orgy. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Guys having an orgy in the back. People drinking Coronas on the side. No one's tipping. Tom. Agreed. I'm happy to be alone right now. Love my alone time in a relationship, Tom. It's the only way to self-care and dignity. Tom. Everyone drop the mic. Don't be a psychopath. There's a section of the strip club for the psychopaths. However, don't forget we have armed security for a reason. Okay? So, guys, there's a section on the club for the psychopaths, but we also have armed security. All right? Good job. Juicy's looking around. Blaine, guys, it's wild here in Boone. Oh, I believe it. Tom, does your mom watch you go live? No. Used to listen to my radio show once, though. Ice says, I'm exhausted, Sam. Self-care all day. Good night, brother. God bless you. Tom, your beard looking good, Sam. I appreciate that. I need a quick trim and haircut. How often do you shave? With no Planet Fitnesses, like once a month. Planet Fitness is popping once a week or once every other week. Man, guys, it gets wild here. Hopefully the population doesn't spike in 9 months. Yeah, the quarantine I think more divorces coming up. Blam. Nomad is on the door and big screen on Big Time in Boone. 30 people watch this damn thing. Guys, get a pop in strip club. Blam. We love you here in Boone. I got love for Boone. South Carolina is like going back 100 years. I love South Carolina, but it's back in the days. All right, guys, let me go. I got to take a shower. I got to try to live my best life. And this stripper's got to go basically pamper her puss. Okay? Easy Rider. I wouldn't make it rain in the strip club, but still a waiting to jump to pay me. I'm not mad at you, man. Take that $1,200, make it rain on yourself, man. Guys, everyone out there, get that money in your savings account, man, because this world's a cruel place, man. It really is. That's a good place, too, but yeah, it's crazy. Bland, I love you, man. Tom, I love you. Thank you. Bland, South Carolina's backwards. Good people out there, but it's backwards. Juicy, I love you. Thank you again, Mr. Smith. Thank you. Ross, thank you. Everyone, thank you. God bless you guys. Stay positive.